The Earth is full of breathtaking places that seem almost too unbelievable to be real. Some places are so extraordinary that they challenge our understanding of what is possible. So here are some of the most unreal places on our planet. The first place that comes to mind is Mount Roraima in Venezuela. This flat-topped mountain looks like something out of a science fiction movie. Its sheer cliffs rise over 9,000 feet above the surrounding jungle. This place is so isolated that it has its own ecosystem with plants and animals that are found nowhere else on Earth. The mountain is often shrouded in clouds, which adds to its mysterious appearance. The indigenous people who live in the area have long believed that Mount Roraima is the home of powerful spirits. Second place that is hard to believe exists is the Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia. This is the world's largest salt flat, and it covers over 4,000 square miles. During the rainy season, the salt flat becomes a giant mirror that reflects the sky so perfectly that it is hard to tell where the Earth ends and the sky begins. Walking on the Salar de Uyuni feels like walking on a giant mirror. This place is so surreal that it is often used as a location for movies and commercials. Next, we have a natural wonder that defies belief is the Grand Prismatic Spring in Yellowstone National Park, USA. This hot spring is the largest in the United States and the third largest in the world. It is famous for its vibrant colors, which are caused by the different types of bacteria that live in the water. The center of the spring is a deep blue color, while the edges are bright orange, yellow, and green. The Grand Prismatic Spring is so large that it can be seen from space. The colors and size of the spring make it look like something from another planet. The spring is also extremely hot, with temperatures reaching over 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Moving on to man-made wonders, the ancient city of Petra in Jordan is one of the most unbelievable places on Earth. This city was carved into the red sandstone cliffs over 2,000 years ago by the Nabateans. The most famous structure in Petra is the Treasury, which is a massive temple with intricate carvings on its facade. The city is hidden in a narrow canyon and can only be reached by walking through a long and winding passage called the Sikh. Another man-made wonder is the ancient city of Machu Picchu in Peru. This city was built by the Inca civilization over 500 years ago on a mountain ridge 7,970 feet above sea level. The city was abandoned after the Spanish conquest of Peru and was forgotten by the outside world until it was rediscovered in 1911 by American explorer Hiram Bingham. Machu Picchu is made up of over 200 structures, including temples, palaces, and houses. The city is surrounded by steep cliffs and lush jungle, which makes it seem like it is floating in the clouds. One of the most surreal landscapes on Earth can be found in the Zhangjiajie National Forest Park in China. This park is famous for its towering sandstone pillars, which rise up to 3,000 feet above the ground. These pillars are covered in lush green vegetation and are often shrouded in mist, which gives them a mysterious and otherworldly appearance. The most famous of these pillars is the Avatar Hallelujah Mountain, which was the inspiration for the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. The Great Blue Hole in Belize is another natural wonder. This giant underwater sinkhole is over 1,000 feet wide and 400 feet deep. The water in the Great Blue Hole is so clear that you can see down to the bottom even from the surface. The sinkhole is surrounded by a coral reef, which is home to a variety of marine life, including sharks, rays, and colorful fish. The Great Blue Hole is a popular spot for scuba divers who come from all over the world to explore its depths. In the frozen north of Norway, there is a place that seems almost too magical to be real. This place is the Lofoten Islands, which are located above the Arctic Circle. The islands are famous for their dramatic scenery, which includes towering mountains, deep fjords, and picturesque fishing villages. The islands are also one of the best places in the world to see the Northern Lights. Another place that is hard to believe exists is the Cave of Crystals in Mexico. This cave is home to some of the largest natural crystals in the world, with some measuring over 30 feet long and weighing over 50 tons. In Australia, there is a place that looks like it belongs on another planet. This place is the Pinnacles Desert, which is located in Nambung National Park. The desert is covered in thousands of limestone pillars that rise up from the sand. The pillars vary in size, with some reaching over 10 feet in height. The origin of the pillars is still a mystery, but it is believed that they were formed over thousands of years by the erosion of the limestone by wind and rain. One of the most mysterious places on Earth is the Bermuda Triangle. This area of the Atlantic Ocean is known for the mysterious disappearances of ships and airplanes. The Bermuda Triangle is roughly bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of strange occurrences in the Bermuda Triangle, including sudden storms, malfunctioning equipment, and unexplained disappearances. Some people believe that the Bermuda Triangle is home to supernatural forces, while others believe that it is a hotspot for natural phenomena, such as magnetic anomalies and rogue waves. The Nazca Lines in Peru are also fields out of this world. These are a series of large geoglyphs that were created by the Nazca people over 2,000 years ago. The lines are made up of hundreds of straight lines, geometric shapes, and figures of animals and plants that are etched into the desert floor. The largest of these figures is over 1,200 feet long. The purpose of the Nazca Lines remains a mystery, but some believe that they were created for religious or astronomical purposes. Some similar in view can be found in marble caves in Chile. These caves are located on a remote glacial lake and are made entirely of marble. The walls of the caves are smooth and polished by thousands of years of erosion by the water. The marble is swirled with vibrant shades of blue, green, and white, which creates a stunning visual effect when the sunlight reflects off the water. In Ethiopia, there is a place that looks like on another planet. This place is the Danakil Depression, which is one of the hottest, driest, and lowest places on Earth. The landscape is dominated by salt flats, active volcanoes, and colorful hot springs that are rich in minerals. The bright yellow, green, and orange colors of the hot springs are caused by the high concentration of sulfur and other minerals in the water. The extreme conditions of the Danakil Depression have made it one of the most inhospitable places on Earth, but it is also one of the most visually striking. Moving on to another unreal kind of place called Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. This is a coastal area that is made up of thousands of hexagonal basalt columns that were formed by an ancient volcanic eruption. The columns are so perfectly shaped that they look like they were carved by human hands, but they are entirely natural. The Giant's Causeway is steeped in local legend and folklore, with one of the most popular stories being that the columns were created by a giant who built them as a path across the sea. In the United States, there is a place that is both beautiful and eerie. This place is the Joshua Tree National Park in California. The park is famous for its twisted and spiky Joshua trees, which are a type of yucca plant that only grows in the Mojave Desert. The landscape is dotted with massive boulders and rock formations that have been sculpted by the wind and rain over millions of years. The park is also known for its dark skies, which make it one of the best places in the country for stargazing. Another place that is hard to believe exists is Socotra Island in Yemen. This remote island is home to some of the most unusual and unique plants and animals in the world. The most famous of these is the dragon's blood tree, which has a distinctive umbrella shape and red sap that has been used for centuries for medicinal purposes. The island's isolation has allowed its flora and fauna to evolve in isolation from the rest of the world, which has resulted in a high number of endemic species that are found nowhere else on Earth. In New Zealand, there is a place that looks like it belongs in a fairy tale. This place is the Waitomo Glowworm Caves, which are home to thousands of glowworms that light up the cave with a soft blue-green glow. The glowworms are actually the larvae of a species of fly that is unique to New Zealand. The light they produce is used to attract prey to their sticky silk threads. Now, before you leave, make sure to give this video a like and also subscribe to the channel for more such content in the future.